Okay. This morning I decided to kind of like flip through the notes on my phone. Sometimes I'll like put notes in there when I have thoughts. Um, I haven't done that in a while, but I stumbled across this old note and it's from the book, The Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. And it says, any effort that has self-glorification as its final endpoint is bound to end in disaster. When you try to climb a mountain to prove how big you are, you almost never make it. And even if you do, it's a hollow victory. In order to sustain the victory, you have to prove yourself again and again in some other way, and again and again and again. Driven forever to fill a false image, haunted by the fear that the image is not true and someone will find out. That's never the way. And what I loved about this moment in this book is the acknowledgement that the intention behind what we do is more important than what we're doing, right? That our success, when driven by ego, can have a lot of benefits to it, right? But it's hollow, right? And it will never be enough because it's not actually filling the void that we are setting out on that trajectory to fill. And so I think the practice of yoga is this beautiful reminder of what is the core of our experience on this planet and in this human body, and remembering the importance of intention, right? When we move through the world from the intention of our heart space and the drive of heart over the drive of ego or I don't know, money, or I feel like those two are like the biggest thing, like to have a title or have, financial wealth, or to have a fancy house, the car. We realize that when we get those things, we aren't automatically happy. It doesn't automatically fix everything that has caused turmoil on the inside. And that realization, I think, is something that when we come to it, it changes everything. And the sooner that we can come to that realization, and the sooner that we can actually embody that, the sooner that we're on the actual road to true contentment, right? To actually being happy and joyful in the way that we move through the world. So in the physical practice, that applies to like meeting our bodies where they're at in the moment, but also being like super content and enjoy with where we're at, right? To be deeply grateful for the fact that we can just wake up and step onto our yoga mat, right? That in itself is a really beautiful gift. So maybe a piece of that resonates with you. Maybe that journey towards climbing the mountain just to be at the top of the mountain versus like all the moments along the way, maybe that resonates, I think, for like 99.99% of people. I know it probably does, but we're going to start in seated meditation today. So go ahead and just make your way to a comfortable seat, or feel free to start on your back body if you prefer to begin more grounded. And then just take a moment to settle in. Perhaps you allow your eyes to drop shut. And let's right away take a deep breath in through the nose. And then open mouth exhale, just let that breath go. And as you start to deepen your breath, be cultivating your Ujjayi pranayama, so that intentional inhale and exhale moves in and out of your nose. Let it become audible, so it's a little bit easier to hold in your awareness. And as your breath becomes audible, steady, expansive. And just feel that breath as your anchor to the moment, and also your metronome, the rhythm of your practice. As you continue to work with your breath, and the awareness of inhale in and exhale out. Maybe start to consider an intention for your practice, an intention that offers every movement that we travel through that deeper meaning. Every posture, every transition, a deeper purpose. Giving ourselves that internal anchor to help the practice not become about the destination, the peak pose, the postures, but every single moment along the way. Allowing the practice to maybe have the intention of setting aside these patterns and these beliefs. Okay. The belief that moving towards that big success will then make us worthy, or you fill in the blank. Rather than focusing all the steps along the way, that journey that really builds who we are. It shapes our hearts and minds into the person we are today. And so in honor of honoring the journey, or in honor of whatever intention you've set, go ahead and take another deep breath in through your nose. And then open mouth, exhale, just let it go. Good. And then I'm going to scooch back. So as you open your eyes, and if you're in a cross-legged seat, maybe switch out your shins. And we'll take a deep breath in as we circle sweep our hands to the sky. And then on your exhale, go ahead and interlace your fingertips overhead and flip your palms to the ceiling. Create more of a cow spine here, so think lift your heart, maybe slight lift of your chin, tiny back bend as you take another inhale. Ribcage lifts off your pelvis. On your exhale, round your spine like a cat spine. And press the heels of your hands forward and away. Tuck through your chin, really spread your shoulder blades wide. And we'll take that twice more. Rotate so you can see the other ankle. We'll inhale to lift up. Really feel your shoulder blades, press your chest forward. And as you exhale, draw your sternum back in space, tuck it around. And one more time through, inhale, lift up, and cow spine, heart opening. And as you exhale and round your spine, bring the space to the back of your body. And from here, start to slowly rise up. Open up through goddess arms, spreading your collarbones wide as your hands open. And then just releasing your hands beside you, take a shoulder shrug. And then make your way into your tabletop pose, all fours. As you find your tabletop, take a moment here. Maybe shift a little bit forwards and backwards or side to side. And then listening for your next inhale as that breath travels through your body. Start to find your cow pose here. So heart and tailbone lift up. And then exhale to your cat pose around through your spine. And twice more like that. We'll inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Final round, deep breath in as you lift through heart and tailbone. And exhale as you press the earth away. Then start to come to your neutral spine. On your next breath in, reach your right hand high, twist your chest open, preparing for thread the needle. And on your breath out, dive your right arm underneath your body, bring the right side of your face to the earth. So you slide your shoulders out of your ears, move your hips a little side to side until you find that sweet spot where your hips are stacked over your knees. Root down to the back of your right arm and then twist your left hand to the sky. You're pressing the back of your left hand to the wall that's behind your heart. Take a big breath in. If you'd like to, on your exhale, reach your left fingertips to the earth in front of your crown, so overhead. Finding a different angle, stretch your sits bones back. Big breath in. With your exhalation, left hand's going to come to frame your face. Press through your left hand, engage your belly, and twist your right hand back up to the sky. Big breath in. And with exhale, release your right hand down to the earth. And we'll just go directly to second side. Inhale, twist your left hand to the ceiling, open up. Then exhale, thread your needle, dive underneath. Make those adjustments to your hips. And as you anchor down to the back of your left arm, reach your right hand high. Think about spreading your collarbones wide. Big breath in. Then on your exhale, right fingertips might go overhead. And as you press your right fingertips into the earth, stretch your sits bones back. Take an inhale. Exhale your right hand to frame your face. Press the earth away and twist back open, left hand to the sky. To release back into your tabletop pose, all fours. Take a moment just to circle out through your skull, circling your neck to release. And once you come back to neutral, take your right toes to the back of your yoga mat, press to your right heel, just creating a stretch through your calf and the back of your right leg. And stay anchored through your right toes, press into your hands, start to use your core to bring your left knee into your chest. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips and step your left toes to meet your right. A moment to pedal out through your feet. From your downward facing dog, inhale, come to your tippy toes. Exhale like a cat spine roll forward towards your high plank. And then drop your knees to your tabletop. Tuck your left toes at the back of your yoga mat, press back through your left heel. Think about pushing down and forward through your hands, navel to spine, big stretch to the back of your left leg. To get firm through your left toes, take an inhale. On exhale, draw your right knee into your chest, deep press through your hands. Slowly step it back to downward facing dog, big breath in. On your exhale, roll forward through your high plank. And this time, lower all the way to your belly, slow and strong to the earth. Untuck your toes, breathe into your low cobra, so finding that lift and length along your heart space. We exhale to release. Inhaling to low or high cobra. If you feel ready to lift up a little bit taller, use your hands to lift your chest, shoulders stay out of ears. And exhale to release. This time, inhaling to your upward facing dog or returning to your cobra. We'll exhale to downward facing dog, hips find the sky. From your down dog, travel forward to the top of your yoga mat to your forward fold. Perhaps allow a little softness in your knees and let your belly rest to your thighs. As your head gets heavy to the earth, shift a little bit forwards and backwards or side to side. You might Bend one knee and lengthen the other, and then switch. And then softening both of your knees. Bring your right fingertips to your right palm to the earth right beneath your face. Start to bend into your right knee and lengthen your left leg. Twist your left hand to the sky. Take an inhale. On your exhale, bend both of your knees and fold through center. Second side, left hand goes to the earth. Start to bend into your left knee. As you find extension through your right leg, twist your right hand to the sky. Open up with your breath. Exhale, bend both of your knees and forward fold. Inhaling to your halfway lift, light up to your core. Find extension from crown to tailbone. And then release right back down towards the ground. We'll rise all the way to stand as we inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, big circle sweep to the sky. Your exhale, bring your palms together over your head. And then you're gonna bend at your elbows. So it's a little bit out of screen, but your hands are over your head. Palms pressing together. Bend at your elbows and bring the heels of your hands to the base of your skull. Keep your elbows hugged relatively in towards the midline. And then think about using your shoulder blades to lift your heart up. The heels of your hands are supporting your skull, so maybe you can tilt your head up to the sky a little bit more. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, open up through your goddess arms. And then swan dive forward. So as your hands start to release beside you, soften your knees and hinge at your hips. We'll inhale to our halfway lift. And exhale to your high plank pose. Plant your hands and step your feet back. And on your inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way chaturanga. Breathe into up dog or cobra. We'll exhale to downward facing dog, hips shift up and back. And your inhale, lift to your tippy toes. Exhale to your forward fold, step or hop to the top of your yoga mat. With your breath in, lift up halfway. And on your breath out, fold right back down. Inhale to rise and reach up tall, Urdhva Hastasana. On your exhale, palms come together. This time as you bend at your elbows, bend to like a 90-degree angle. So instead of your heels of your hands coming to the base of your skull, think about your hands, your forearms, your elbows being parallel to the earth. Press your palms together, draw your front ribs in, draw your elbows in, and then press your fingertips towards the wall behind you. So you have this like 90-degree angle through your arms, you're pressing your palms actively together and stretching your fingertips back. Take one more breath in. Exhale through goddess arms. And then swan dive forward. We'll inhale to lift up halfway again. And then exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. So stepping back through your high plank. Option to travel through your chaturanga. Option to go directly to downward facing dog. Now as we meet in downward facing dog, take a nice big breath in through your nose. Maybe an open mouth exhale, let it go. Take a nice full inhale again. This time as you exhale, bring your right knee to your nose. So shift forward directly instead of lifting up first, right knee to nose. Now three-legged dog. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Keep your core strong. Keeping your right leg long, flex your foot, square your hip, and then lift your right heel towards the sky. So concentrating the stretch at the back of your left leg, so your left hamstring. Full in breath here. On your exhale, draw your right knee towards your nose again. Step your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. So you rise to your fingertips. Inhale to your cow lunge. Left knee hovers. Heart opens. And exhale to your cat lunge. Lengthen through your legs. The twice more. We'll inhale, cow lunge. And then exhale to your cat lunge. The final round, breathe in, soften through your knees, draw forward through your chest. Then exhale to find the extension through your legs. Do bend into your right knee. Strong through your center, step forward to your chair pose. Activating through your belly, lift up through your heart and your hands with your inhale. And then goddess arms, option for tippy toes as you exhale. A big breath in, chair pose, land your heels, reach to your fingertips. Exhale to forward fold, hinge at your hips. Take a halfway lift with your breath. Then as you breathe out, find your high plank, put your hands and step it back. We'll inhale to shift forward. This time exhale all the way to the ground, all the way to your belly. As you arrive, untuck your toes. Low or high cobra, take a big breath in. With your exhale, release back to the earth. Gecko pose, turn your fingertips wider than your yoga mat. Elbows stacked over your wrists, shoulders draw out of ears. Inhale to lift your heart space. With your out breath, drip your left shoulder to the center and twist your gaze to the right. With your next breath in, bring your heart back to the midline. Exit a second side, drip your right shoulder to the center, look to the left. Then we'll inhale to lift and lengthen through the midline. On your exhale, lower straight down. Hands by your low ribs, breathe into your upward facing dog or your cobra. We'll exhale back to downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, draw your left knee to your nose as you shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Three-legged dog, extend your left leg up and back. Then flex your left foot and square your hip. Take one more inhale here. Think about kicking your left heel out from your body and up to the sky. On your exhalation, step your left foot to the top of your yoga mat. Cow lunge, right knee hovers as you open your heart. And then exhale to your cat lunge, extend your legs. Then moving with your breath, 2 more rounds. Inhale guides you forward. And exhale will shift us back. The last time, breathe in, shift forward. And exhale, shift it back. Then into your left knee. Powerful left leg and core, chair pose. Step mindfully forward to your seat, breathe in to reach it up. On exhale, goddess arms, be tippy toes. Option to keep your heels lifted as your hands reach back behind you for your chest expansion. Bind. Interlace your fingers, elbows can be bent, knuckles resting on your sacrum. Just lengthen through your arms, take a big breath in. As you exhale, land your heels and hinge forward to your forward fold. Rinsing out through your shoulders, take one inhale. On your exhale, release your hands to the earth. Breathe into your halfway lift. On breath out, high plank, plant your hands and step your feet back. We'll inhale forward, and again exhale to your belly, lower all the way down. When you arrive to your yoga mat, low or high cobra, we inhale to find lift and length. Then exhale to the earth. Reaching your left arm out to the left, palm is in line with your shoulder, or you can find a goddess arm, so elbow in line with shoulder, creating a 90-degree angle to your wrist. You're going to look over to the right. Tent your right fingertips on the earth, just like the gecko pose that we did. Then start to roll onto your left side body. Maybe bending your right knee to bring your right toes to the ground. Untuck your chin from your chest. Anchor through your left arm and take one big breath in. Spread your collarbones wide. Slow breath out will bring you back to center, back to your belly. Moving directly into second side. You're going to either reach your right arm out in line with your right shoulder, or find your goddess arm. Gecko your left fingertips to the earth. And start to roll into your right side body. Maybe you bend your left knee and kickstand your left toes to the ground. As you untuck your chin and anchor through your right arm, take a slow, steady in-breath. A slow and steady out-breath. And returning through center, take your time. As you arrive back at the midline, hands return to your low ribs. Inhale to your up dog or your cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Full in breath through your nose. Maybe open mouth, exhale, let it go. Continuing on, take an inhale. On your exhalation, draw your right knee to your nose, shift shoulders over wrists. Hold for your breath in, pull your navel actively to your spine and press strong through your hands as you hold for your breath out. Three-legged dog, inhale to reach your right leg high, and that squareness in your pelvis. And exhale, step your right foot forward to the top. Lower your left knee all the way down to the ground on Vinyasa. Take a big breath in as you reach your hands high. Exhale to your half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana, hands to the earth. Lengthen through your right leg, flex your right toes to the ceiling. You can shift your hips back as much as you want. The heart, proud tailbone is energetically lifting to the sky like your cow spine. One more inhale, root through your right heel. Think about dragging your right heel to the back of your yoga mat. And as you breathe out, bend into your right knee. Lift your back knee off the earth. High crescent lunge, rise all the way tall on your inhale. With exhalation, press your palms together overhead as you bend at your elbows. Bring the heels of your hands to the base of your skull. Elbows hug in. Think about using your shoulder blades to lift your heart. Maybe shift your gaze up to the sky. Take a full breath in. Exhale, goddess arms. Swan diving into an airplane lunge. Hinge your heart forward. Good. Having lifted through your chest, you can keep your arms beside you or reaching your fingertips down towards the earth. Graze the ground and then reach your hands overhead to a reaching crescent, pressing through your feet to lift your heart away from your thigh. Finding that diagonal. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, open up through warrior two. Into your reverse triangle, lengthen your right leg, reach your right hand to the sky. Full inhale. And with exhale, we'll return to warrior two. So bend into your right knee. Good. And from your warrior two, go ahead and reach through your right fingertips to the front of your yoga mat, side angle, stretching out your left side body for a moment. Option to find your extended side angle, big inhale. And we'll sweep through a wide-legged forward fold as we exhale. Breathing into your halfway lift. Find length and strength. And exhale to your goddess squat. So heels are going to come in. We're going to sink into our squat. Good. So this is kind of like our first external hip opening of practice today. For some people, this is a really natural space to be in. For others, this can be pretty sticky. So give yourself a moment, make any adjustments you need. And we're going to draw the front ribs and shoulders back. You don't have to be super low in this. So find that sweet spot where you find both strength and stretch. For me, I have to actually lift a couple inches out of my deepest range of motion so I can engage my glutes more and get a deeper stretch in the fronts of my hips. Yeah. From here, we're going to reach our hands to the sky. Take a breath in. And exhale, interlace your fingertips overhead and flip your palms to the ceiling. Shoulders out of ears, inhale, lift your chest. Think about pressing your hands to the wall behind you. As you exhale, round your spine, push the heels of your hands forward. Press the back of your heart to the wall behind you. As you inhale, lift up through center, just tall to the sky. Exhale, lean to your left side body stretch. Breathe back through center once more. Then exhale to the right. Good. As you come through center this time, rise up, lengthen through your legs. Good. Warrior to the back of your yoga mat, pivot your right toes in and turn your left toes to the back of your mat. Windmill your hands down to bring your left foot into your low lunge. And then walk your right foot halfway up your yoga mat for your pyramid pose. So feet are about hips distance apart. You have a couple options here in this hamstring stretch. You can flex your left toes to your face, and so lifting your left toes off the earth, flex your left toes to your face. We can lean forward into your left foot and come to your right tippy toes. We can go back and forth. One more option is if you want to pause your left toes flex to your face, you can bend your right knee and really pull your left thigh bone up and back. And from here, we'll bend into our left knee. Step your right toes to the back of your yoga mat, low lunge. Put your right palm to the earth. Just for your inhale, twist your left hand to the sky. As you exhale, maybe backstroke with your left arm as you bring your left hand to the earth. Just stepping back to your downward facing dog. Left foot meets your right. Inhale to lift to your tippy toes, really articulating your spine. Exhale through a cat spine, forward to your high plank. As you find your high plank, take a big breath in, light up your core a little bit more. And staying super strong with your center, exhale to your belly. When you arrive, untuck your toes. Lower high cobra on your inhale. And release as you exhale. Good, inhale to your low cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog, hips go up and back. So make your way around a second side. We're going to take a breath in. On your out breath, draw your left knee to your chest as you shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Hold for your inhale. Heel and thigh high into heart as you hold for exhale. Three-legged dog, lift your left leg up, big inhale. Place your left foot forward to the top. Release your right knee to the ground and follow your inhalation to lift up through your heart and hands. One big stretch to the front of your right hip. Into your half splits. Ardha Hanumanasana, lengthen through your left leg. Here as you flex your left toes to your face. Think cow spine, heart and tailbone are energetically trying to lift to the sky. Isometrically drag your left heel back in space, so towards your body, as you stretch your sternum forward. Last breath here. Bend into your front knee. High crescent lunge as you lift your back knee off the earth. Drive through your feet to rise up tall with your inhale. Pressing your palms together as you bend at your elbows. Start to bring the heels of your hands to the base of your skull. Encourage your front ribs in. Think about your shoulder blades lifting your heart to the sky, elbows hugging. Keep pressing your palms actively together. And on your next exhale, start to find your goddess arms. And then hinge your heart forward to your airplane lunge. Zipping up to your center, re-engage to your right thigh. You can stay here, or to find your reaching crescent, you're going to start to hinge forward. Maybe brush your fingertips across the earth. Big push through your left foot as you reach your hands overhead, creating that distance between your belly and your thigh. Find your in-breath. As we exhale, we'll find our way through warrior two. Right away, reverse your triangle to give your left hip a moment, lengthen up and back. As you return to our warrior two, start to reach your left fingertips forward and tip into your side angle or extended side angle for your in-breath. Circle sweeping down into your wide-legged forward fold, hinge through center. And your next breath in, lengthen halfway. And as you breathe out, bend into your right knee for a side lunge. So staying lifted. You might see how it feels to rotate your right toe slightly out. If you want to add in a twist, left fingertips or palm plant to the earth beneath your face. Reach your right hand to the sky for your inhale. As you exhale, return your right hand to the ground. Bend into your left knee. Maybe slight rotation of your left toes out. You want to add in your twist. Right fingertips or palms to the ground. Big breath in, reach your left hand high. With exhalation, left hand lowers to the ground. Lengthen both of your legs, fold forward. Hands will be to your hips as you engage to your core and rise up towards your star pose. Head from here, warrior to the front of your yoga mat, adjusting to bend into your right knee. Take an inhale. And then windmill down, low lunge to the top as you exhale. Plant to your left palm and twist your right hand to the sky. Nice big breath in. On your exhale, release your right hand to the earth. Don't want to forget the pyramid system of your left foot about halfway up your yoga mat. Feet up, two parallel lines, like train tracks, and then you can flex your left toes, or rather your right toes to your face. And come to your left tippy toe, leaning into your right foot. Maybe shift it back and forward. Or if you find the flexion of right toes to your face, you can bend into your left knee. Stretch your heart to the front of your yoga mat, tailbone to the sky, dragging your right foot back. From here, go ahead and start to bend into your right knee. Take your left toes to the back of your yoga mat, downward facing dog, right foot's gonna follow. We'll inhale high onto our tippy toes. Exhale, roll forward through your cat spine to your high plank. As you find high plank, draw navel to spine, taking a breath in to shift to your tippy toes. Exhale, slow motion all the way to the ground. This time as we untuck to the toes again, we're going to shift into our Sphinx pose. Bring your elbows to stack beneath your shoulders. Press down with your palms, push to your finger pads. And then as you drive down, also pull. So think pull your rib cage through your upper arm bones. Draw your collarbone super wide, squeeze through your shoulder blades. Think about pulling your rib cage forward and away from your pelvis. An option to stay here. Option to tuck your toes for forearm plank. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, zip up to your center. Making sure your elbows are directly beneath your shoulders, navel to spine, really engage to your thighs. Keep driving down to your forearms. Find a little bit of a pull of your sternum forward while maintaining the engagement at your core so your low back is supported. From here, you might walk your feet in towards your elbows, finding dolphin pose. Now start to push down and forward through your forearms. Squeeze your elbows to the midline, hug your upper arm bones to the center. Imagine you're holding a block between your biceps, squeezing into it. Option to inhale your right leg to the sky for a moment. And then exhale your right toes to the earth. Option to inhale your left leg to the sky for a moment. And exhale your left toes to the earth. Take a big breath in. Exhale, knees to the earth. Child's pose, hips to your heels. Option for prayer hands at the base of your skull here. Take 2 slow breaths. And rising up to your shins. We're going to inhale to reach our hands to the sky. On your exhale, goddess, your arms, elbows go wide. Let your hands fall to the earth beside you, behind you. And this will depend on your anatomy a little bit. I like to be on my fingertips. Knees are a little bit wider than hips distance. Engage through your core. Kick down through your shin bones to start to lift your hips. So think kicking through your shins. Encourage your tailbone forward. This little heart opening moment, collarbones wide, take an inhale. And then hips release as you exhale. Okay. Shifting forward to downward facing dog, we're going to take one more little bit of standing flow and we'll sit down and lay down. As you find your downward facing dog, take a nice big breath in. Exhale, right knee to nose, shift directly forward. 3-legged dog, reach your right leg high with your inhale. Step your right foot forward as you exhale. Left knee lowers to the earth, Vinyasa, lift your heart and hands, big breath in. Exhale to your half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana, lengthen your right leg. On your next inhale, cow lunge, bend into your right knee. Hover your left knee, open your chest. And then exhale to your cat lunge, lengthen through your legs. Next inhale, bend into your right knee. High crescent lunge, rise all the way up. On your exhale, airplane your arms, heart hinges forward, hands sweep back. Maybe going to your reaching crescent, diving down, brush your fingertips across the earth, reach your hands overhead on your inhale. We're going to standing splits as we exhale, lean into your right foot, press your right foot to lift your left leg to the sky. Take a big breath in. One time Shiva squat, bending through both of your knees, sink your booty low, lift your heart peak forward, drive through your right foot to re-extend standing splits. Then, placing your left toes to the back of your yoga mat, low lunge, back knee stays lifted. Plant your left palm, twist your right hand to the sky on your inhale. Stay here, try to find length to your right leg for a revolved pyramid. Rotating your heart towards your right thigh. You can also do this in a half split. So if you want to bend your right knee, lower your left knee to the earth, and lengthen your right leg here. That's an option as well. And from wherever you are, whatever variation you're in, we'll bend into the front knee, release the twist, turning all 10 toes to the left, bend your left knee for your side lunge. You can choose to go into Skandasana this time if you want to sink your hips a little bit lower and flex your right toes to the sky. If you're in Skandasana, maybe bring your left arm on the inside of your left leg. As your left palm reaches to the earth, rotate your right hand open to the ceiling. Pivoting to the back of our yoga mat, we rotate into a low lunge. This time as you press through your feet, lift your chest, send your airplane arms beside you, and then drive down with your left foot and engage your belly at the same time to float into your airplane pose. We're going to start to bring our right knee with us to stand, one-legged mountain pose. You bring your right knee lifted. You can keep your right knee bent. You can also send your right leg long. It's up to you. We're going to reach our arms out wide like a T. And then eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right. Shoulders slide out of your ears. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. And scoot your hands forward away from your face a little bit. Squeeze your arms together. Again, right knee is bent or right leg is long. Take an inhale. On your exhale, a little bit of engagement through your core. Start to pendulum swing your right leg back to an eagle arm to airplane pose. Take one big breath in. On exhale, stepping your right toes to the back of your yoga mat. Create warrior one leg. So right is going to rotate to the earth. Inhale, lift your eagle arms to the sky. Exhale, dip your eagle arms towards the inside of your left leg just for a moment, maybe fingertips tap the earth. As you breathe in, press your feet, rise back up. Exhale, unravel through your goddess arms. Letting your hands fall down to the earth, unhook your back heel. Downward facing dog, left foot joins your right. Second inhale here. We'll go directly into second side this time. Exhale, left knee to your nose, shift forward. Three-legged dog, breathe your left leg. Place your left foot to the top of your yoga mat on breath out. Release your right knee to the earth and inhale, Anjaneyasana. On your exhale, half splits, hands to the ground. Lengthen through your left leg. Shifting to your cow lunge, bend into your front knee. Top of your right knee off your yoga mat, reach your heart forward. Exhale into your cat lunge, lengthen out both legs. From here, bend into your front knee. High crescent lunge, inhale to rise all the way up. On your exhalation, find your airplane arms, dip your heart forward. Hold here, we brush your fingertips across the earth, and then reach your hands overhead, big breath in. To your standing splits as you hinge forward. Maybe you keep your hands lifted as your right toes find the sky. Take an inhale. And hands to lift ankles, your balance challenge. As you exhale, bend into your Shiva squat. Heart proud, peek forward. Inhale to press back into your standing splits. Stepping your right toes to the back of your yoga mat. Keep your back knee lifted and press your palm into the earth. Your right palm to be specific. Twist your left hand to the sky on your inhale. You can stay here to lengthen both of your legs for your revolved pyramid. You have the option for your right knee to be on the ground, so revolved half split. Whichever variation you're in, take about 2 more cycles of breath. Right fingertips or right hand on a yoga block are also really good options. As we return to our low lunge, back knee lifted, we're going to rotate all 10 toes to the right and bend into our right knee for side lunge or Skandasana. Now, so we spent a lot of the beginning of our class opening through the shoulders, the upper body, now giving the lower body a moment. An option for right arm on the inside of right leg and left hand at the sky if you're in Skandasana. Take an in breath. So you turn to the top of our yoga mat. Here's our last big push of effort. From your low lunge, press your feet, begin to airplane your upper body. Without rocket launching yourself forward, shift into your right foot and you just come to left tippy toes, so the top of your left foot. And then drive through your right foot to fly airplane. Finding a little softness in your right knee, use your core to bring your left leg with you to stand. One-legged mountain. Then start with your left knee bend to your left leg long. Take your arms out wide like a capital T. Eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. Slide your shoulders out of your ears at the same time that you lift your elbows. Then scooch your hands forward away from your face. Breathe deeply into your back body. So think about that space between your shoulder blades. Breathe into that. If you want to add in the extension of your left leg now, you could. We're going to pendulum swing towards our eagle arm airplane. Take an in breath. With exhalation, place your left toe to the back of your yoga mat, rotating your left toe to the earth for warrior one legs. Breathe your eagle arms to the sky just for a moment. One time hinge forward, maybe fingertips at the earth. You press the earth, feet engage your belly, breathe back up to the ceiling, unraveling through your goddess arms. Let your hands fall down to the earth, unhook your back heel, step to your downward facing dog. Take a one full inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Knees to the ground. Hips to your heels, maybe hands to your heart as you take a seat. Just closing your eyes for a breath. And as you're ready to release, tip over to either side, bring your legs out in front of you. With your knees bent, flex your feet into the ground, anchoring through your heels. If you want to, you can zip your legs up together, so legs kissing at center. Extend your hands to the ceiling, take a nice big breath in. Then on your exhale, use the strength of your core to slowly lower down. Your core energy is driving your heels into the earth. You can always adjust your heels closer to keep that connection. You're trying not to let your heels lift. Descend all the way to the back of your body. And then into a full body stretch on your breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Knees to chest when you're ready. With your hands on the fronts of your shins, let your knees fall wide into a modified happy baby. Take a breath. Let's go figure four, right ankle on your left thigh. You take a breath or two here, customizing in any way. Relax your neck and shoulders. Just notice the sensation through your right hip. Unwinding through here. As you unravel from your figure four, let both your knees fall to the left into a gentle twist. Option to goddess your right arm. And come back through center, knees to chest, or that modified happy baby. Take an inhale. And figure four, left ankle on right thigh with your exhale. Allow yourself a couple breaths to check in with the second side. When you're ready for your twist, there's no rush, but you'll just start to unwind your legs. Let both of your knees fall to the right as you maybe goddess your left arm on the earth. Drawing yourself back to center. Knees to chest, curl your nose up to your knees, take a big breath in. With your exhalation, start to open up into your Shavasana. Releasing everything long. Take a moment to adjust and then close your eyes and settle in. As you sink into the earth for these last few minutes, and be coming back to the intention that you set. And just holding that intention at your heart and in your mind, allowing it to integrate into the space that you've created, the space within your body and your mind, by moving and breathing with intention. Your mind has started to wander. For one more minute, just bringing all attention, all awareness back to body and breath. Reestablishing that intimate connection to the ebb and flow of your breath. And that awareness of the most subtle sensations in your body. The pulsation of life moving through. The touch of the air on your skin. As you heighten your awareness to body, breath, heart, and mind. Just noticing how you feel. Noticing what's showing up for you in this moment. Noticing without judgment. To the best of your ability, not judging whatever arises, but just allowing it to show up. Just being curious and compassionate in your awareness. And you can stay exactly as you are if you're comfortable, if you're content. Otherwise, maybe inhale towards a full body stretch, bringing some energy, some movement back into your body. Maybe circles, your ankles, wrists, maybe movement through fingers and toes. And with an exhale, just let your hands find their way to your heart. And pause in gratitude. Taking this final moment of our practice to be grateful for the yoga practice itself, the lessons and the insights that it provides. Grateful for our bodies and our breath, and the physical vessels and the life force energy that move us through this human experience. I'm grateful for this time that we shared and the energy that we exchanged. So in gratitude, drawing one more deep breath in through your nose, let your lungs fill all the way up. And open mouth, exhale to release. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. And may our practices serve as our teachers. Thank you so much, and namaste.